Hello everyone and welcome to a new series, Banished. I've been chatting this game up for a while. If you don't know a lot about it, it was developed by one guy and it's pretty cool. It's in beta and I decided to get it and we're going to start a new game. Okay, that's an awesome name, right? Terrain size, large. I think I'm going to keep it as valleys. Let's name this something. Let's see. What can we name it? Oh, I had a good one. I lost it. Come on. Nordland. Yeah. Nordlandia. So I thought it would be silly if I made some parallels to Skyrim, since I play that so much. It would be pretty funny. So I'm not an expert in this, but I want to do it on medium. Let's see. Yep, barn has already been built. Some seeds for fields and orchards are available. Disasters on. Fair. I don't want to do hard yet. I'm just not good enough because you start with like so little. It's just bad. So let's get going. I plan on keeping the speed between 5 and 10. 5's actually a really good pace, but 10 kind of keeps things moving along quite a bit. If things get a little crazy, I'll pause and maybe drop it down to 2. But I've probably paid an hour just to familiarize myself and kind of get into it, and it is a really neat game. So first off, let's just pause this. I'll show you what's going on here. So we've got these tools. Let's see, general statistics. This is kind of our bread and butter here because it tells us the year, how many people. These are logs. It's really hard to see videos on YouTube like this, but the logs, firewood, food. Then we've got stone, coal, and stored medicine. Those are herbs. Iron, tools, and stored clothing. And that's stored alcohol, which I haven't even gotten to any of that stuff yet. There's different notifications up here for, 17 people need a house, so we don't have anybody that has a home. And the events log I like to have down here. So this will pop up until somebody died, somebody's born, if a trader is there, merchant. Assign jobs to citizens. This is a nice overview. So we have general laborers, builders, farmers, herdsmen, and we'll get into the rest of those, but those are kind of the general things. So first things first, these people need food and a place to live, and they need to be able to sustain that. But I don't know anything about this map, so let's take the little map thing right here. I'm not going to leave this up. I think it takes up a little bit of space. So we started here, but we've got a lake, and another lake, but then we've got this main river, which is awesome because this is where traders will come through and trade goods. And so we've got to think about that. We've got an interesting little layout. So these hills are kind of a pain in the absolute rear end. Great for mining, but gosh, this sucks actually. This is not good at all. Alright, so we're just going to have to deal with it. We have some really harsh terrain. I did valleys, didn't I? Good night. I mean, there's some open spots here, and we'll just have to capitalize on what we can, because we're not going to have mines and quarries everywhere. But when you get into stuff like this, you can't build on some of it. But that's okay, because we'll have tunnels, so we can do like a tunnel, bust through here, and then do a tunnel taking us over here and do another little suburb, right? So let's get started. What do we have so far? We have some hide coat, some tools, and some potatoes. That will probably get us through the first winter, but I'm not going to count on it, because that'll get me killed. So we've got some firewood, iron, logs, and stone here in our stockpile. So first things first, since I've got a ton of laborers, my stockpile full? No, it's at 67. I'm going to assign a couple of these guys as builders. So I'm going to pause this first little section. This is not the best. Okay, right here. Let's see what we can do. So I need a... Where are they at? Not harvest stuff. See, that's an herbalist. There we go. Forester Lodge. I can't put it on those hills. This is perfect right here. So we'll do a Forester's Lodge here, and then I want a gathering hut as well. So where's food? Gatherer's hut. Can't see where I placed that thing. Ah, must have been right there. So this gatherer's hut. We'll want it right there. And then I do want a hunting cabin. That brings in some good venison, and see how that mountain is just kind of killing its potential. But it brings in a lot of leather. See, I need this. This will expand out this way. We'll expand out over here. We'll leave this general section alone, which actually brings me to the point we should we'll just build it right here. So that's it. We'll only have a couple builders doing that. The rest of our laborers will be picking up goods and building those 3 structures right now, which I may be getting a little ahead of myself, so actually I'm going to pause the hunting cabin. And the Forester's Lodge, you know, pause that. Where's the Gatherers? There we go. Gatherer's hut is good, because that's going to bring in food. We'll pause those other 2. Let's just get going. Put this on speed. All you guys going to eat? Is that what's going on? Let's dig out some of these resources. Let's see, remove resources, just the whole swath of things right there, right? There you go. All the laborers are starting to go, okay, cool, let's do this. And I've only got 2 builders working on, where is it? There you go, the Gatherer's hut. So they have to remove 4 of the 5 things that are just sitting right there. Then these laborers will bring logs, stones, and then there's so much to be actually built. So that's pretty cool. So I think once we do this, we'll get that working, and then I'll actually build, we'll just build a handful of houses right here. I would love to do stone houses, but I don't know if we're going to have enough material, which now that I think about it, we cleared a bunch of this stuff. We'd probably have enough to just start with stone houses. Yeah, so I'm telling them to clear as much of this stone as I can. Oh, let me turn off blah 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 blah. Where is it? Weather. Where's weather? Show status, weather effects. Now, I like them. I think they're awesome. But it's so difficult to see in video. So difficult to see. We'll collect any iron that's right here too. Okay, there's none right there. So I just don't want you guys to get really frustrated because you won't be able to see a thing, right? Well, this will be done here shortly. Got a couple builders on it. That's okay. Look at that. They're doing a good job clearing all this stuff. Look at that. They're eating. Delish. So it takes 40 stone and 10 iron. And I've got that. And it takes 24 wood. That's not, I don't know, that's not a big deal. This only house 2 people though. So I can technically build 2 of these off of what I have right this moment. So housing will go first. We will pause these 2. But the Gatherer's hut we will get. And I want to make it a goal, because you can micromanage the crap out of everything. I want to make it a goal that I will keep as many of my food gatherers active and going as I can, right? Because food is such a big deal. You can die so quickly if you don't have a good stockpile of food. So I've assigned 2 people to be gatherers, and these guys have already supplied everything needed for the home right there, and then they've supplied everything needed for that one too. So, we got a lot of extra stone from that. See, this is why you want to not go so quickly. But we will remove just all this stuff right there. All these resources. So my 8 laborers that literally aren't doing anything because they just supplied that, they're going to come over here. So look, we've got a couple people living in here and a couple kids. Definitely, there's a bunch of iron. We'll just be specific and say, collect the iron. We're needing houses big time. So we'll just make a row of homes right here. Maybe I'll make a second row. Got enough to do 2. Alright, so they're going to cut all that stuff down. So yeah, good start so far. Let's see. I don't have my timer on me. I'm using the clock on the wall. That's all right. We'll work this out. So I can see how much they've collected so far. Immediately, they're already pulling in quite a bit of stuff, which really is actually tempting me to beef it up even more. But we got to clear all this stuff first. All this iron. That's a lot of iron. This actually isn't a bad place. Look at all this. The darker stuff is iron, right? And the lighter stuff is stone. The one thing that sucks is Forester Lodge. You need to get rid of the stone and the iron because they'll collect that as well as planting and harvesting trees. So, like I said, I haven't played much, but I'd like to make some kind of economy with cattle, and maybe you can make coats. I'd like to do something like that. Let's see this, and trade that. I'd like to trade that. Really need to prioritize this stuff before I get rid of it. We'll clear this real quick. It won't be that hard. But this has already been supplied with everything. No, it needs 10 iron. It does need 10 iron. 30 stone. Jeez. Which I can prioritize buildings. Say, hey, work on this before you do other things. So some of these guys will break off and actually supply. Yeah, see, look, they've already started to supply it. Because I've got 2 builders. The builders will, when they don't have anything to do, they default to laborer, which is good. So I really could say 12 builders, and they would all be laborers. The only thing is, the moment there's something to build, they just go crazy. Got that, and let's go ahead and just prioritize that. Let's see how quickly they get that going. So we're on speed 5 right now, and I feel fine about that. Okay, good. We've got some children here. Oh, we don't have any firewood. Okay. We need a log cutter. Wood cutter. Let's keep a space in between that. So they've supplied everything there, so they'll supply everything here. That is most definitely a very high priority. We've got a decent amount of wood. That's actually the logs. That's not bad. Good. Perfect. Okay, and then I'll immediately put in a supplier. So we still have 5 people that do not have a home. We will need to alleviate that problem. Post haste! Let's take care of these trees. Let's get rid of all that stuff. So we've got the logs. And it's almost done, but I'll go ahead. Well, I'll wait, because they're bringing down some logs. Look at it, man. See, having a lot of laborers is very beneficial. Let's get some. We can set limits on how much you want them to do. This one's set at 200, so they'll chop wood until they hit to 200. I've got enough to build another stone home, and do it. Now, stone homes, as well as being resistant to fires, good. We're getting into the age of really low ages here. As well as being resistant to fires, they also keep heat a lot better. So I don't have to use as much firewood in winter to keep them warm. So gatherers, you know what? Let's get a couple more guys on gatherers, because look at our food count. And where's the hunter's cabin? Let's unpause that. And since that's already supplied in their building, they'll start supplying that. Good, we've got some more firewood going. Perfect. Alright, so our laborers are supplying that. We'll go ahead and set them to get rid of all the stone right here. And all the iron that's right in here, because we really need that stuff anyway. You know, our storage barn's pretty big. You know, it's only 12% full, so that's good. So yeah, 4 gatherers, 1 woodcutter. Reserve of food is low. And it's low because when they get in the house, they grab a crap load of food, and they just kind of hoard it. We could do fishing, which would be good right around here, because then we'd get a good swath of water. Let's see. So is this supplied yet? No. Okay, everything just got removed by the laborers. That's good. And oh, stone is low. Well, they're picking it up. Calm down. Look at that. We've got some firewood coming in. People are warm. We don't have anybody without a home. So yeah, we're good so far. Technically, because when they turn 10, they're adults. Really could build another house. But I think for this first winter, I'm done building homes. Because look, it's late autumn. I have to be really careful about what I've got them doing. And let me unpause that because we're going to need more logs. This hunting cabin is actually a pretty big deal because it brings in a lot of venison. But not just that, it brings in leather as well that I need to use to make for coats. Oh, so one thing I've seen online is people do what's called firewood economy. So they will trade and buy logs, which is pretty viable. And these forester lodges are good, but they don't really pump out the wood. You know, they don't do a huge job of that. But they buy logs and they sell firewood. And I think you buy logs for like a value of 2. You sell firewood for 4. So it's pretty good. So get rid of the stone. Get rid of the iron. All right, they're still working on that. And I've got 8 guys doing that. But hunters, come on, finish that up. Oh, only 2 more points. Come on. Look at the food. It's so low. Dang it. Where are our builders? There's one. He's working. There's another one. He's getting something to eat. Okay, he'll finish this. Perfect. Hunters, I'm just going to put 3 immediately. I know we're kind of taking away from the general laborers that are taking care of this, but hunters are such a big deal. I thought I saw... There's some deer over here. I don't think they actually interact with it. It just indicates that they're there. Look, there's some more right there. There. So we should be bringing in some food. You know, there's not going to be anything immediate, but... So look, our builders are finishing this up. When this is done, I'll drop builders down to 1. I know it does it automatically to bring laborers in, but, you know, it's just a way to kind of control things. Okay, let's see. So that's done. Forester. And like I said, I'm really kind of a stickler about the Forester's Lodge, the Gatherer's Hut, and the hunting cabin, because especially early game, it's just so vital to survival, you know. Because they will plant and cut trees. So this section will start to get planted. You know, as much of this will start to get planted. Look, he's already started working, cutting down trees. You know, 15 logs already. And it's just steady. It's not a massive influx. Look at that, 6 leather, 200 venison. If you look, 100 of it's already there. And look, if we hadn't built these, we would have been in a lot of trouble. Which, 500 food is not a lot, but I've only got 15 people, so... we've got enough stone. We need to think about... What is all this stuff? We need to, like, pick this up. Isn't there a... Remove resources? Is there any... Yeah! Guys! This stuff has already been... It's already been removed. Can I set a high priority on this? I can? Alright. Yeah, get that crap up. What are you doing? Okay, it's late winter. What we need to start doing is, and I actually have no idea if, let's do kind of a test. Crops, right? I don't like having, 15 by 15 I think is the largest you can get. I don't really want a 15 by 15. 12 by 12 is, we'll do 13 by 11. Wait, what is that? Storage for logs, stone, and iron is near capacity. For real? Oh, because the stockpile. Alright. Where is that? Stockpile. Let's extend the stockpile a little bit more. And actually, let's just put it right there. So they can put more goods right there. I didn't even think about that. So let's do pumpkin. Actually, no. Let's do wheat. And 3 people to farm. I think it's ridiculously important to get your crops going as fast as possible. But, who am I going to cut back on? Let's cut back on the woodcutter because it is not winter. I'm taking a bit of a risk there, but I want to get this going because we need more food. You know, the venison, the gathering hut, all these things are awesome, but look at that, they finally went and picked up all this stuff. Not the most important. This is pretty important to get this in the ground. So we started with 2 seeds. That's not too bad. Pumpkins are more resilient to the cold, so when they're harvesting, like in autumn, they don't die off as quick, because you kind of will get that. See, look, right here. See all these little trees? That is the forester replanting trees. So we're eco-friendly. Who knew? Alright, so let's see. What I might actually need to cut back. Let's cut back on a couple gatherers. And we'll do one builder, right? Because I want to make another stone house. I have to kind of keep up on the population. So yeah, it's a balancing game, this first bit. And for the sake of time, let's just speed it up to 10 and see what kind of damage we can do. And I really mean it. We're probably not gonna be the best. Yeah, because I've got laborers just working away down here. Look at them go. See, getting all that iron, kind of pushing them to the limit a little bit. But let's prioritize getting resources here, right? So we've got 5 logs there out of the 24 we need. Look at that. It's going in nice. See, it's late spring. I wouldn't want to start another crop right now, but that's a thought. So I think I'll do wheat. And those are pumpkins. Ah, it must have taken it when I first clicked on it. That's okay. Pumpkins are good too. We'll do, it is wheat now. So next season it'll probably be wheat. Look at them go! So we've got room for quite a few people. See, there's a whole set right there. Look at all these. Look at all the space, man. Let's pack them in. Yeah. See, we could probably build one more house and actually be fine. I need to plan out a few things. Like I want a market here. That'd be kind of nice. Do need some roads. Let's make some dirt roads. I'm not a fan of stone roads until you're pretty well established. Forester's Lodge. Oh no, log limit? Are you kidding me? No, 1,000 at least. Jeez. Yeah. So like he's gonna build the road. This'll increase their efficiency going back and forth, which is really good. And since I don't really know what I want to lay out yet, let's just build another couple homes. Yeah, that'll work. I don't want to encroach on this. So basically, that tree line is our ending zone. We don't need to go anywhere past that, which isn't really the best because I'd like to expand this way a little. But really, we need to expand over here too. So yeah, gatherers are doing their business here, getting that stuff out of the way. Guess we're down to 8 coats. Do I have any leather? Okay, we've got 24 leather. We need to build a tailor pretty quick. So let's get these houses done. Just increase priority on those two so that laborers will stop picking up stuff and they'll supply this. Because I've got enough stuff. And then the one builder will take care of 2. What did we cut back on? Gatherer. We need some kids to turn into adults here. Let's see, you're 5 or 8. Gertrude will be turning 10 soon. There you go. You'll be turning 10 soon. You're 9. Oh, they just had a kid. Look, 2 kids were born. Nice. Oh, the population. The exiles of Skyrim. Barner and was it Marlet? Yeah. Okay, somebody has become an adult. So we've got an extra laborer. Awesome. Let's make sure that they have way too many things assigned to them. There we go. Get rid of that stone. Rid of this stone. Pick up all the iron. Let's see, what was our yield? Let me slow it down to 5. How much wheat did we get? Pumpkins. 583 pumpkins. Not too bad. So I'll take the farmers off, right? And let's get the gatherers back on. Let's definitely get our woodcutter going again. That's going to start dropping very quickly. And they are clearing all this. It's important to get this just cleared out because, let's be honest, we don't want. Let's see, they grabbed a couple. Oh, that's nothing. They grabbed a couple logs. But the Forester's Lodge. Yeah, see, previous season they got stone and iron. I just don't want them running back and forth doing that instead of planting and cutting down trees, if that makes sense. We're sitting pretty good for food. That's not terrible. This house is almost done. I think it would be a good idea, actually. We built an herbalist. We could start building up herbs, not just to keep us healthy, but we can use them to trade. Let's get rid of the map. I don't want that right now. So nobody's there to work that, and it is wheat. Wheat. And maybe for the first bit, since we're okay. We don't need a market right now. At least not at the moment. Let's do another 12 by 12 pumpkin. Set it to work. So once that kicks around, we're going to need 6 people. But look, these two little lovebirds moved in together, and a 10-year-old and 18. I don't really want to talk about that. It's just the way it's set up. Are they still clearing down here? Let's see, labor, what are you doing? Working, inventory to storage, getting something to eat. Okay, you're idling. So we're now at the point where they need something to do. And like I said, I want to expand this direction. So let's remove a bunch of, let's just remove some of these trees. So we'll have them start working on that. And do we need more homes? We're going to eventually. We have enough stone and iron right now. But really we should probably build a blacksmith and a tailor. So let's go to roads. I'd like to make a handful of roads. Dirt road. Let's see. There we go. We'll just connect all that, and our builder's just going to crank away at that. Alright, so we're down to 10 tools. That's a pretty big priority. So let's see. Like I said, I don't know where everything is yet, so my apologies. I'm just clicking all over the place. So 32 logs, we're good on. 55 stone, we have 32 iron. Let's do it. So let's set this as high priority. Okay, so it's late winter. Woodcutter, I'm going to back off on here in a second, because it's already at limit. Capacity, I mean. And we'll do the same thing again. We will back off of the gatherer, right? Because it's early spring, and we'll do 6 people for farmers. So they'll get that, because these produce a massive yield. Look at this area. He's cutting out all the dead trees, getting us logs. Let's check and see what he did last season. So previous season, a little bit of stone, 139 on the logs, 24 on iron. That's just because the gatherers are picking up stuff right here. Let's check the hunting cabin. A little bit of logs. Look at that venison. That is a ridiculous amount. The leather's perfect. We're down to 5 coats. Those don't go too quickly, but we need those to keep people warm. Gatherer's hut. I mean, you can't argue with that. That's just, it's a cheap way to do it. It is. It's really good. So down here, I actually might, let's zoom out a little bit. We might just build a little section here, and then do some more of the gathering hut, the hunter's lodge, and the forester's lodge, or whatever. Oh look, it's wheat! It is wheat! Let's see. Okay, so I think I'm going to cut the video here. So like I said, I don't really have my timer on me. So thanks everybody for joining in, what did I call it? Nordlandia. That's super original. But look, we're up to 17 citizens, 10 children. They're soon going to be switching off into adults. Well, not all of them, but they've got one right there. But so there it is. There's part 1, our introduction to Banished. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you guys next time.